comic book superheroes not.
I fall in love too
Human cannonballs.
I fall in love too terribly hard. I fall in love too fast.
But dynamic young athletes who possess qualities of both.
I fall in love too
Human cannonballs.
I fall in love too terribly hard.
Okay, so it is currently Wednesday, May 9th, 2018. I literally just got done maybe about 20 minutes ago taking the first AAMC scored practice exam, and I have the results right here. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know if it's going to reverse that or not, but I scored a 508, which is higher than I did on any next step practice exam I took. Of course, higher than I took on the real thing. But all that aside, I wanted to make an update on where I've been and what's going on. Not that more than 100 people watched or even cared about the last video I made, but in the last video I was very cavalier about having a really good study plan. I was going to do all of this hardcore content review during the school year, post spring break, and then just kind of, go into it. And then the week after I made that video, my best friend died. Sucks. I think about it every day. It's interesting because I'm in a different building now than I was before, because it is now summertime as opposed to when I was in the school year, and I'm still on campus doing my RA thing. But it's weird because this is the building I lived in my freshman year, and this was the building where I met her and the building where we spent a lot of time. We would get dinner and stuff together upstairs all the time, and she worked for the LGBT group in this building, and I passed by the sign for that all the time. She was the VP, and it's hard. It's really hard, and it's very stressful. And that's reflected in the fact that last semester I 4-0'd 2 courses and I 3-5'd the rest, and this semester I 3-0'd 2 courses and 3-5'd the rest. All of my professors were amazed that I made it that far, especially since they knew how close we were together. For reference sake, I would just say that we had friends that the entire time we were together throughout college didn't know what it was like to hang out with either of us alone. They had never spent time with her without me there. They had never spent time with me without her there. We were kind of attached at the hip, and it sucks, but it gave me more motivation to work hard because she really believed in my ability to do this, and I had zero self-esteem in the period leading up to this, and I think scoring a 503 on the AAMC sample and then scoring a 508 on test 1 kind of showed me, yeah, I can do this, like, this is achievable. I did kind of change trajectory in how I'm studying. I'm using a method that is kind of adapted from MedBros and Coward Beauty. I'm not too big of a fan of them for reasons. They're not bad people, it's just there's certain things about the way they talk and the way they think and the systems that they came from that make it kind of hard for me to sympathize with them most of the time. But that being said, their study schedule, for the most part, is solid, and it's something that I don't think I realized until I went through this, taking next step exams and watching my scores sort of fluctuate, and then taking AAMC exams, and now this is only the first 2, but seeing a steady increase between the 2, even though I only spent 1 day reviewing in between. I feel like it mostly has to do with the fact that there's continuity between the way that the AAMC writers write exams, and Next Step probably employs a whole bunch of whatever. The formatting for the Next Step exams were really on point, they were really good, but I'm finding that the reasoning for the questions is way different. I'm also blown away that I got a 130 in cars, considering 2 days ago I got a 127 in cars? Let me check what the original score was. Yeah, just a 127 to a 130 is a really good improvement. But yeah, you can see the mess of clothes behind me. I'm just kind of working for now, I guess is the best way to put it. I really want to work for once. I like getting back in the groove of studying for the MCAT. I missed it, partially because it reminds me of a better time. A time when I was just winter break and I would message her and we would talk, and I would tell her how I was doing, and it was weird getting to that improvement level of going from a 503 to a 508, improving my score by 5 points, and then picking up the phone to call her and she wasn't there. That was hard. And I definitely lost a support system, but I definitely still have support, and I believe in myself a lot more, which is important. But I think that bears to say that if you are in this situation, or if you have things that keep messing you up, that it's not the end and you are still you and you can do it. And I fucking hate motivational speakers, and I fucking hate people that try and tell you how to feel, but at the end of the day, I guess I'm finding that to be true. I've never smiled this much in a video before, and my computer's battery is running low. I finally got a new computer too, which is a fun thing. I guess I will show that now. So yeah, I decided to switch from Mac to Windows because this was a machine that was a little bit more powerful than the highest end MacBook Pro at a price that was lower than the lowest end MacBook Air. And I knew MSI was a pretty decent company. So this is the GL62M. There's the specific version of it. Core i7, I think it's 128 gig solid state and a 1 terabyte hard disk. The only thing I'm not super enjoying is the fact that it lacks a disk I can't even talk today, a disk drive, because I had like workout videos and CDs and DVDs and stuff that I loved using, and that was a nice part about my 2012 MacBook Pro. But either way, yeah, so you can see my digital wow, I'm losing the ability to talk. So here you can see my digital study setup. I'm going to leave those in for posterity's sake and also to illustrate a point about how stupid I am. But yeah, that's kind of everything. I also have changed to using the Kaplan books again just because I don't know, they seemed more to the point and better. And I really got annoyed by like the little salt dude in the exam crackers stuff, but I digress. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now, and hopefully I'll be able to add more stuff and upload more frequently now that school's over, kind of giving a journal of how this is going. But for right now, I guess we're all thumbs up.